couldn't even stay clean the night before court, and I turned up and pretended that I was clean, and he took one look at me and said, no, you're not clean. The conversation that changed everything for me was, hi, I'm Harry, and this is day 491 of taking an ice bath every single day to help my mental health, help me stay clean and serene, living free from active addiction. For Addiction Awareness Week, I'm supporting Taking Action on Addiction and the Forward Trust to inspire others to open up, reach out and start their recovery journey. Let's get it, and let's talk addiction. We are at 2.2 degrees. Good afternoon, gang. The conversation that changed everything for me was when the judge told me to get 6 months clean in order to see my son. And I left the courthouse that day and I rang my dealer and I said, this will be the last use up, one last blowout. And that blowout lasted 4.5 years until finally, on the 21st of July last year, I took an ice bath for the first time and I surrendered. When I got to 6 months clean, my son's mum reached out to me. She did supervised visits outside of court. Here I am, 491 days clean. I now see my son every other weekend and once during the week. I've had a baby, I've launched a brand, I've built a huge community of other people who can relate to how I feel, the ups and downs of recovery. I've got my life back, I've got my partner's trust back, I've given my family their peace of mind back, I've launched my own ice bath brand, I've got my sanity back. That was the conversation that stuck with me all those years ago. Travis was one and I was using right up until the day I went to court. I couldn't even stay clean the night before court, and I turned up and pretended that I was clean, and he took one look at me and said, no, you're not clean. Get to 6 months, give me a hair strand test and you can see your son. I left there with the idea just to have one more blowout, one final use up. That led on to me relapsing for 4.5 years, heavy, using every day. That conversation really stuck in my mind and it felt like such a mountain to climb. I couldn't stay clean for 6 hours, let alone 6 months. Trying to stay clean for 6 months is hard, but trying to stay clean just for today is a lot more manageable. I wish I had have applied that principle to it back many years ago, and that's what I did this time round. Is I took my first ice bath and I stayed clean just for today, and then tomorrow I stayed clean just for today, and the next day and the next day, and before I knew it I'd reached 6 months clean. And I did a hair strand test, segmented, and it came back negative on every single month. I saw my little boy after 5 long years of being absent due to not being able to get 6 months clean. So if you're watching this and you're in a similar position to what I was, keep it simple, take it one day at a time and reach out if you're struggling. An addict alone is bad company. You can't do it on your own. You need to seek help and you need to reach out. Recovery is possible, you just got to want it and you need to surrender. Thank you for watching. Stay chilly, go get it, and I'll see you in the morning. Bosh.